Well, welcome to week 4 class. Um, as is typical, I've just got a quick summary of the things we covered in week 3 and a little bit of an overview of what to expect for week 4. Hope you're all having a great time. I certainly have enjoyed getting your emails and getting to know you a little bit better. I probably sound like I just say that because I say that, but honestly, every week I'm a little bit more impressed and a little bit more thrilled to be associated with you. Sometimes I just wish we can get in the classroom together and have a conversation. That would be fantastic. But considering the circumstances, this is as good as it gets. So I appreciate your engagement, your discussions, and all the things that you do to make this class fantastic. Um, Last week we covered the war chapters. We had a great discussion on war and some of its some of the ways in which it detracts from society, some of the benefits and blessings we gained from enduring through it, from looking to great leaders, people like Moroni and Pahoran, Helaman, the Stripling warriors, are all inspiring ways of gaining better understanding of how war influences us and what we can gain from going through those experiences. This week's readings is a little bit of a hodgepodge. We've got a couple of different topics, as you can see from the notes from the instructor title page. We're covering a little bit of the Pride Cycle, a little bit of the great Nephi and Lehi missionaries, and then a little bit of the Gadianton robbers. We get introduced to these folks, these nasty guys, during these chapters who persist with us really throughout the rest of the Book of Mormon, minus a few years after Christ comes, a few hundred years, I guess. But anyway, we're going to learn a little bit more about those things this week as well. As you can see there from what you're looking at, the week 4 objectives, we have a summary here. Nothing too different or out of the ordinary this week. Keep in mind that we are going to be having a scripture memorization to submit on the creation this week, so be sure you do that. And then, of course, now that we have the practicum, make sure that you're progressing on that. Each week you're going to be posting on your progress towards the practicum plan, and just make sure that you're posting something that is in regard to what you're doing there. I'll have to apologize a little bit. This week I was a little bit light on feedback from your grading. I'm still completing some of the things from week 3, but I was a little bit light, mostly because I wanted to pay a particular attention to your practicum plans. So you will be getting some specific feedback from me on that, which caused a little bit of a sacrifice on the feedback in your journals and your individual choice assignments that you've been submitting as well. Again, not to say that you aren't doing great on those. Overall, I've been really impressed, but I wanted to pay particular attention to your practicum plans this week, so that's where I'm going to be putting most of my grading energy over the next 3 or 4 days. One other thing I wanted to just highlight that's very important, getting a lot of emails and questions and comments about quizzes. Just understand that if you go into the quiz, and some of you have learned this by sad experience, if you go into the quiz and you leave the quiz without finishing, it will grade whatever you've done. So if you go in for 10 seconds and close out, then you'll get zeros on everything. Of course, there is a way for me to help you with that, but for future reference, as you're looking over here on the left, anything that has a purple question mark next to it is likely going to have a hard time allowing you to enter and exit without giving you bad grades. So make sure you're prepared. I'll try to do my best to prep you for that. The week 4 reading quiz is a standard sort of format for the quizzes. On here on the left, the scripture memorization for number 2. This is something that you can submit only on a one-time basis. And then the practicum self-evaluation, I think, does allow you to go in and out, but just make sure you're prepared to submit what it is that they're going to be asking you. And really, it's just going to be giving you questions about, did I do it, how did I do, and what did I do? So maybe jot down a few ideas before you go in there so you're ready for it. But anytime you see this purple question mark, it's a quiz type assignment, and it's best to be prepared to go in and take it before you go in. If you have any questions about that before you go into it, let me know and I'll help you out the best I can. Looking forward to the week. We'll see you on the discussion board. That's all I've got. And we'll see you on the other side. Have a great week.